In this video, we are going to be solving question number 20 in chapter 2 of the AP Physics textbook on page 51. A truck covers 40 meters in 8.5 seconds while smoothly slowing down to a final speed of 2.8 meters per second. In part A, find its original speed. Part B, find its acceleration. So, the first thing we want to do is visualize this problem. I'm going to draw it out. Here's my lovely truck. So it took 40 meters to do that. And that happened in 8.5 seconds. There's me drawing it out. Next, we need to see if we need to convert anything. It looks like everything is in standard units, meters, seconds, meters per second, so we're good there. Next, we want to write down our knowns and our unknowns. So usually you can assume that the initial position is 0. Our final position will be 40 meters. I already labeled our final velocity is 2.8, and our time is 8.5 seconds. Now, part A asks us to find the initial speed, and part B asks us to find the acceleration. So let's just focus on part A. Which equation should we use for part A? Which kinematic? Well, we don't want to use kinematic number 1 because we don't have the acceleration. We don't want to use kinematic 2 because we don't have the initial velocity or the acceleration. So this would have too many unknowns. We don't want to use equation number 3 for the same reason. It looks like we should be using equation number 4. We have XF. We have XI. VI is what we're looking for, so that's okay. We have VF. And we have time. So we figured out which equation we want to use. We want to use kinematic number 4. And now we just plug in our variables and chug through the algebra. So XF is 40, XI is 0. We're looking for VI, so we just leave that as a variable. VF is 2.8, and time is 8.5. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of that 0. And then I'm going to do 1/2 times 8.5, which is 4.25. Distribute that 4.25. Subtract 11.9 from both sides. Divide both sides by 4.25, and you get that the initial speed of this truck is 6.61 meters per second. Now part B asks us to find the acceleration. So we just found this, 6.61 meters per second. So it looks to me like we can just use our equation for acceleration. So A is equal to VF, so final speed minus initial speed, divided by time. So our final speed is going to be that 2.8. We just calculated our initial speed, and our time, which the problem gave us, is 8.5. So if you plug that in, you should get that the acceleration is negative 0.45 meters per second